Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute. This music isn't right. The scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermorians. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways on WNTF. Never mind the furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of my good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. That's indiecd.org, your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, artists, and musicians. We are also made possible by sales of the Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, and the Simple Spear, all part of our ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled the sword to teaching the art to others. And
Haints in Hellfire by Nicholas A. Tockert II. A dark secret has claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, her cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the forces of darkness.
now you may note that one it wasn't quite to my current cadence. That's because I recorded. Sorry, I'm recovering from whatever's been going on, but that's because that was my test ad. I'm working on having an actual ad for Haints and Hellfire. I'll probably be doing an ad like that for all my books and then throwing them up into the secret ad folder for anyone to play with. Now, let's get into accountability. Whoo! The biggest accountability that matters to me and means absolutely drivel to the vast majority of you is we finally got our hot water fixed. It has been a debacle, but it is over, and now we are winding this era up and catching back up with the dishes that we've been having to hand wash and a few other things. So life should be doing much better. I just got notice that the Mosquito Man is coming. Now, I don't know when the Mosquito Man is coming to Earl Park. I just know that if anyone is outside when the Mosquito Man is coming, we will be forced to. He will leave the area, and we will be forced to have him return again at some point. And this upsets people because without the Mosquito Man, we have problems with mosquitoes. Big ones. And that upsets the council who meet at the Great Burning Pyre near Rock Lake, which has no lake, near the misplaced boat that is in a lake that has no lake. That is technically a dog park where dogs are forbidden. I know this sounds like a Welcome to Night Vale parody, but for friends, listeners, that is not. That is a day-to-day incident here in the lovely land of our park. You see, every few years, for the sake of the soil, there's a sacrifice that must be made. And several actually, but you know, a few FIPs go missing, nobody cares. No, for the sake of the soil, they have to switch the corn, home of the corn sharks, out with the soybeans. Now, every year that the soybeans reach a certain height, about the time the corn sweat begins, that which, ironically, we do not have the corn to sweat, at least across the street. A horde of black flies descends upon us like a truly biblical plague. So that has been our bits of enjoyment. However, on the good news, it does sound like there is a push by more effective individuals in this town to uh, allow chickens, given the price of eggs having spiked and everything, and even though it may be coming down, but really will it ever come down? We get to possibly, I mean, if we had picked chickens allegedly in our garage, allegedly, we could allegedly set up a new coop and, you know, ward it against the sordid evils, allegedly. So we are just waiting for that to percolate through the system. And that way we can be in beginnings of theoretical compliance because that's one of the few ordinances I've actually had access to because it was noticed while I was active in the community. Now, you don't care about that. What you may care about is tomorrow. You see, tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. No, tomorrow will be the NERF program at the Benton County Public Library. I've already delivered an arsenal, a massive mountain of foam to be flung, of foam flingers, that is. No, I'm not done. I still have one more day, one more outing, and then I get to compile the pieces of my personal kit, which I'm very pleased that I will look utterly ridiculous as a blessing onto the children. So, tomorrow will be spent with my ankles firmly taped, uh, flinging foam and hopefully, weather permitting, outside having a blast. If not, it will be indoor target practice. But I have it on good word from the head of the Benton County Library, Madam Director, that in the case the program is sadly and tragically rained out, there will be a rain date, and if it is, I'll release it. Hopefully, I will be getting footage of this event. I have to check, you know, dot my I's and cross my T's on a few things, but I will be trying, and I am excited. Please do not hesitate to think I'm anything but excited. You see, a great item I have sought for many years came into my possession, and I will not be the one bathing in its glory. No, that honor goes to my lovely wife. I love her that much. So, to aid in the spirit of her participation, something is coming. Uh, and I am very excited. So, that will give me a pause for that part of my efforts once that is completed, and I will be doubling down on trying to get an almost almost done with Rapid Rapier and going into formatting. I'm almost done with Rapid Rapier going into formatting, and I have a necessary push because somebody cashed in a favor. So I will be pausing that, and in the next 2 weeks, possibly cranking out a small volume of gaming, at least to have a protocopy printable for um, a young lad. So I'm going to be busy. Um, and that's kind of how I like it. I like to be able to be busy. Changes are in the works as always. Excitement looms. And most importantly, I saw something. Actually, was it yesterday? Yes, yesterday. No, no. I actually saw that Monday. I happened by the local Dollar General. A local Dollar General is beginning a seasonal refit. I know it's July, but I don't care because I saw the little strips of paper, and on these little strips of paper were ghosties and ghouls and jack o' lanterns. So the official first, just as the first robin of spring blesses us from the dread winter, the first decor of spooky season was deployed. The world can begin to heal. So, we are frantically cleaning because practice was requested for this weekend. So, we are doing that. I may be graced by the presence of one Mr. Richard Asplin Jr. Oh, it's going to be good to see him. And I'll find out if anyone else is able to make it down. I do hope you all are. In the event that you aren't, we will deal. Now, as part of today, I will be running Joe's ad in just a moment. I will be um, frantically setting up for the art stream, and I will do the art stream. After that, I have assorted running for merriment and backup plans because uh, I believe that, Bruce Wayne, he's a good character. He really is. He's a good, inspirational character. He just has this problem. The man lacks contingency plans. I mean, there just aren't enough contingency plans for what he has to deal with on a day-to-day basis. And I think that that is a poor example to be setting for the young viewers and readers. I'm telling you, you need to be prepared. You have to have contingency plans, options, the means for intros and the means for exits. Now, I do want to shout out and slightly call out my dear friend Trelena. Hi, Trey. You know I love you. Okay. She posted something to the effect of, don't worry if you're not the best at doing something, if you're the only one doing it. That was not something I expected to walk into at 2 a.m. I was on my way to bed. My brain had functionally begun to turn down. Not off, my brain never turns off, but mm, I ended up sitting in the middle of my bathroom contemplating. I am not the best at much of what I do, but right now, and very often, I'm doing my best, and I'm the only one doing it. And when and if someone better comes along at just about anything I do, there are exceptions. I'm a greedy little evil overlord. But but if someone does what I can do better, then just as it is the duty of someone to uh, hold the line, they must yield to their reinforcements, replacements, to punch out, to either move to another house and get to work there, or to end the shift. These are heavy thoughts. But the irony is, to all you author types, all you artist types, are there people better than you? Yes. Yes, there are. They are more skilled wordsmiths. They are more elegant editors, and you should always use an editor. But, but, is there anyone else who can tell your story? Is there no, not their version of your story, your story. I don't think so. So that comes with a small comfort and a great deal of burden, which tells you it's probably right. If no one else can do what you do, guess you better get doing it, huh? Greetings and salutations. Give me just a moment. I'm setting a few things up. You know what, we're going to do this because I want you guys to see what all's going down. So that is set up. Let's hit your comments, and then we'll get into some art. Now, because it is an art day, I am going to be extra skimmy, making my way downtown. No, extra skimmy, getting through the greetings and such. Not that I don't love you, but I have to hit the art so that I can hit town because I get to go possibly have a cheap hot dog. I do love getting to have a cheap hot dog and a slushy. There's a great deal I will do for a slushy. You have to understand that as part of my nature. Cold dead hands. The look on that doctor's face. Anyway, first through the door is Trey. Good morning, Trelana. You were quite thoroughly on my thoughts of late, especially after your lovely post, which, if you're going to come for my kneecaps quite that hard with something you share, at least tag a fella. I'm just saying, dear Lord, and like, send me a note like you're gonna find something. Yeah, because that, whoo, grade A psychic damage. No, I love you, man. You're good, Max. The world is a beautiful place, and it's more beautiful with you in it. Never forget that. Speaking of beautiful, hello, Donna. That you all are talking, and so far actually get some. Oh, you get some office time today. Ooh, how's your? And we can find out how your week is doing. And good morning, Josh. Dawn isn't here, so a little bit of love. Hey, Josh, and that's great. My week's been staying inside. Yeah, it's the heat can do next to nothing. Uh, but today, Carl has his first appointment with his new PA. I am looking forward to it. Hello. He has a new personal assistant? Hey, Trey, we got greetings, and we got greetings and big hugs, sweetie. Thank you so much. And we've missed you too, Josh. I know it's been a rough run on you. And speaking of rough runs, now people we miss, Carl Witzman. Hey, Carl. And Carl's greeting everyone, and they're greeting him. Donna is looking forward to my doctor appointment, and I am not. And we've been thinking about you, and greetings, and we are thinking about you, and we hope that you can find as much comfort and solace as possible. I think you'll like Heather as much as I do. Who or what is a Heather? Anyway, I'm going to try and make it Friday night. I hope you do. The green room, for some purposes, can be incredibly therapeutic. I didn't say I would not. All I need is a doctor of record. I'm in great health. No one should worry. Appreciate that. Need some stress relief. Yeah, I can understand that too. And we're allow that, and that's why she doesn't find stuff that's not there, like some health folks. Oh, awesome! I have an incredible nurse practitioner lady by the name of Michelle Yakimicki over at IU, and she is the best medical care provider I ever had. Uh, Absolutely phenomenal woman. I cannot sing her praises enough, and if she ever leaves the system, I literally will follow her. And on the other hand, she believes you when you think something is wrong. Oh, geez, that's just phenomenal. And good morning, Mr. Hollifield. How are you? Good. I hate going to doctor for routine stuff because most are like mechanics. Yeah, you're worried about your oil change, but your cholesterol's a bit high. And greetings and greetings and hey, Pops, did Pops come in? Oh, a different Pops. Hey, Dan. Morning, Dawn. And Dawn is the creator of the stories of Buddy and Georgette, her fashionable felines. Here are said cats as rendered by me. I really need to do a new image of them, but I just find them entrancing. I wonder what, if I can find the original image, I wonder what resolution I used. Woot! Just passed my old Munsey student for the first time since she moved to Florida and left me in the dust. Rock on. And there's the bird I was expecting. And hey, greetings, greetings. 25,011th in the world for about 10 minutes. Hey. Sorry about that, guys. I am a little parched. Let's see. Dawn. Is that a worldwide thing? Yep. Uncle Carl's Guide to Munsey is big in Australia and Germany, I guess. I love international sales. It makes me feel important. Cardiologist's appointment today, then more pieces will be put together in getting my jalopy body into a semblance of running a bit more smoothly. This baby has a few more miles left in her. Oh, God. The level of not the green room remarks that came rushing to my mind of physical descriptions and auto metaphors would have gotten me in a great deal of trouble. Glad to hear that. I have two next week, Dawn, so I hope it goes well. And yes, Dawn is making some great choices, and I'm very proud of her. I should have insisted Billy to name Loki. He's already tried to trip me 4 times in the past 30 minutes, wanting me to feed him after Lindsay already did. Spilled my coffee in the process. Oh, that's a terrible thing that happened to happen. Poor Dan. Spilled coffee. Bad Billy. Bad Billy. Mine's passed out in the recliner. I was awakened by caterwauling at midnight, so I did not have a good night of sleep last night. Grr, I see. One is eating, one is watching TV looking out the back. And hello, Botrix. And good morning, Grant. Thank you for dropping a like, Carl. And if any of you feel like it, I'm going to just skip right there. Don't forget to like, share. I know you're subscribed. And greetings, and greetings, and greetings. Hey, Donna. And greetings, and greetings, and greetings. Thank you. All right. See, you've learned. Hey, Foxy. Greetings, greetings. Poor Foxy got one of my hey, what's your budget on this? I might be able to occasionally help you spend money messages that anyone who crafts long enough will get from me. And Trey meets the work computer like that would stop me. Hey, Foxy. I just muted mine. See, you guys have learned. And more greetings, blow out my ears, protect you all. You're a good man, Carl Witzman. No. Boss was on the phone, it would have been hilarious to explain. Oh, it could have been. Give me the right mood. LOL. I'm sure I already have hearing loss coming. Too much loud machinery. That happens. You finally recorded a Hans ad? Nice. Guess who's back? Churro's back. Churro's back. Churro's back. Churro's back. So, Churro, you're showing up tomorrow, right? Nod. Nod and smile. Right? Because tomorrow is Nerf Day. And that means the great box of donated Nerf blasters will be revealed. So I expect to see you, kiddo. They're free. Get yourself hooked up. Yay for hot water. Yay. Yes. I'm sorry. Yeah. You got. Oh. I'm gonna be honest. I took a shower, got out, dried off, etc., and just like laid in bed, going, "I'm clean, dear Lord, I feel clean, clean at last, clean at last. I feel clean at last." And friends, it was nice. Life was good. And greetings for Churro. Yay! It's only been like, what, 2 months, 3, since the first one broke down and all the things. And George, yay, hot water. Hi. Speaking of hot water, hello, Churro. Yep, behave. Y'all don't have real mosquitoes up there. Au contraire, mon frere. Um, First off, I have been throughout the South, far more than people would expect. I have kin down there. But, oh yeah. And before you say, oh, there's a Biloxi. Biloxi. Tell me. What? Yeah, okay. Anyway, now, see, the actual Canadian Air Force is not uh, the Canadian geese that they dump all their collective rage into as part of a sacrifice to keep the Geneva uh, suggestions from being augmented further. Uh, that was part of the Supernatural Pact, the Supernatural Powers Pact of 1947. Anyway, uh, no. It is the mosquitoes. See, the mosquitoes, the farther north you go, until you reach like the Arctic really down, get larger and larger. So you get the like Canadian black mosquito, you know, a lesser variety of hellkite. They're nightmares. Now, if you go to the south, there are large mosquitoes, but there are infinitely more of them. Swarms and great clouds, fogs of the freaking beasts. So I can see your point. Don't astro. First appointment to a new doctor, and not one wearing a fez. Was he wearing a large floppy hat and carrying a scarf? Or was celery involved? Anyway, hey, churro, good morning and happy hump day to all. LOL. And we got more greens, so we're highlighting. Earl Park sounds a lot like the village from The Prisoner. You can check out any time you like, but you can never leave. Wow. One, it's warm smell of colitas, and no, I will not tell you what colitas are with a minor in the room, but because someone asked me and I had to triple check. See, when I hear a word ever since the sci-fi song from the 50s uh, incident, Return to Zenda, I tend to look up words I mishear in songs. But that happens to be my favorite song for a very, very, very long time. My current read, says Trey, is about alien bugs swarming the earth and eating everything. So the Mosquito Man sounds like he could be the hero of the book. The Mosquito Man is not to be trifled with. His rig is steampunk via red green. This great tank still billowing Lord knows what into the air. I'm much more resigned about pesticides and things since I have lived near them in industrial scale use. Alleged, alleged garage chickens. A chicken for every yard and a fish for every freezer. That's tomorrow. Yes, it is. Good morning. Good morning. Happy hump day, one and all. All you do is I was laid out, sitting outside the back porch with my doggo. I will never blame someone for the joy of sitting out on the back porch with their doggo. Especially you, especially since you put up with. Kat shared one of my favorite pictures of her in one of those memory things, and it put me on a film noir. Just like as soon as I looked at it, I could hear the bass from the club in oh, Mark Gunn. Foam flinging, absolutely. So I have to be careful not to overdo it today. Hi, Kat. Hey, cat. Hey, cat. Daddy, what did you do during the Nerf Wars? Geneva suggestions. And greetings, and my daddy put fish in the freezer. Also, hi to everyone. Lazy to figure out who all's here. Greetings, greetings. There have been the implied greetings, and more greetings, and more greetings. And Bounce decided to push me into the doctor's office. We're leaving in 15 minutes. Well, you have a great one. I'll be around. See you later. StompCon. StompCon is coming. I have a lot of work before then, too. So basically, once I get through uh, the Nerf Day and the recovery, because I'm going to make some poor life choices, I am aware of this, I will be in Nick Needs to Write mode. So that's something. And best of luck, Carl. Good luck, Carl. And oh, hello, Loto. How are you? And take care. Head creeks over stream. Laters, greetings. People are saying goodbye, so ungreetings. 7-Eleven slushies are amazing. Every day I yearn for one. I love all slushies, ices, speedy freezes. You name it. I love them all. Dang it, why do dogs always move just after you grab your camera? Because of the way you move. Go for slushy. That does sound good. My babies. No apology needed. Yes, I actually hydrated. And always need to be hydrated. I'm glad. You will be getting more things like that just thrown at you because I get ads for them. And while I used to do some jewelry, one, uh, I don't have quite the hand strength I used to for wire work. And two, I'd rather direct the good stuff your way. Please say hi to Thesis from me, Foxy. I should if I don't die from heat exhaustion first. You're not allowed to die. Oh, anyways, God helping out the church. You got dip. Well, have a good one. Stay cool. To some hot back, and I do believe there is a Braves at play tonight. My attendance will be determined by appointment today. That happens. Also up in the air. There is a show. I hear the greatest line of Sisters of the Hook. IRL comes before URL. And if we're going to reference them, and I am due for an ad anyway, let's talk of those fine ladies. Alrighty, let's see. We're getting close enough that I can swap over. So true. Some days you just need to offline yourself. Tash is amazing. That being said, I'm off to bury some beans while traffic isn't terrible. Have a great day. You too, Max. Great day. Yes, Nick, is quite the story. You deserve every word, dear. For those of you who may be wondering, Thesis is okay taking it easy right now. He's playing music and singing along. Okay. I apparently missed something, but we'll do this. We'll tuck myself away as well as it will let me. And we will get some music going from the incomparable Dan Hallfield. Sorry about the audio shock there. I know. Okay. So let's get down to business. These Huns aren't going to defeat themselves. So, I want to work on a color set I don't normally use. I'm tired of doing. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Let's do. Actually, we'll do pastels. I don't want to do it that way though. I'm doing pastels anyway. Right? Yeah, that's right. We're gonna just really. There we are. Get nice pastel look. Yes, I know. Sure. I'm the one who shared it. Oh, need to get my comments back up. I don't know. I might do a free sunset. I do love a good free sunset. Well, let's see where this is taking. Because I realize I use the basic colors pretty well constantly, and I have a few other palettes that maybe I've been neglecting. So maybe I'll just give this a try. No, don't want to do that way. I'm going to stick to the palette, but I'm going to do like this. Let's get my usual spray on. And let's see what I can do with some of these colors. Let's bring something I can do. I'm doing nothing there. It's a shame Joe's not here. There's some gradient action going on. That's right, that hot gradient action y'all have been looking for. See sunset. Good. Get that nice heavy gradient there. And you know what? Not that I don't like it, you know, but it's a little harsh for my mood. So we're just gonna drop. See if that fits better. Yeah, I think I'm just check. Yeah, we'll check nature walk. Tickling, you know, was a little too hard for the mood. Man. I know he's not here, but I want to thank Carl anyway for his generosity Monday. It is much appreciated. Things have been, shall we say, interesting. I need to go to the beach. I didn't realize with this now how hard it's helped me all of a sudden. But I need to go. It's a softer one than what I usually do. Kind of dig it. That's a lot. That is a lot. Let's find something. Okay, no matter what, we're gonna have a lot here. Okay, that's fine. Man, this does I mean, I'm using the airbrush tool, obviously, but it's one of those where it suddenly, between this color palette and just, there's a certain glide you use when you're using an airbrush. Oh, it's been forever. But it's really weird when the digital gives me almost the right feedback. That's gonna work like that. Okay, cool. So yes, I have errands to run today. I have to go pick up my shots and get my hot dog. Maybe. If you're ever around a Sam's Club and you have a chance, I do recommend you go in there. And you don't need a membership to go in. Go to their little cafe thing if it's open, and get yourself one of their amazing hot dogs. They're only like $1 something. They have a hot dog and a drink combo. And it's actually a proper sausage. Dang, Foxy, you just sold me on desperately needing a beach trip. But it won't be this weekend, because this weekend I have been requested to take practice. Certainly not going to deny cut to a flat. Go to our brushes. No, I don't need. Oh, wait a second. Maybe I do. Maybe I do need some. Quintilism. This sort of okay. This side just keeps turning rounder. And I'm like, no, you are not round like a bird. Cut that out. Just the shape doesn't feel right. I'm going to have to fit it so it does. That's okay. There we go. Now, try this. Put down. Garish. That does feel garish. I hate that. That was a visual rock in my shoe, and I am not here for that. Much better. I am embracing the dim fuzz today just a bit. There. You have a pretty sunset. We can do some pretty sunset action. We'll just keep things soft. Yeah, that's not bad. Kind of dig this one. It's a little blendy though. It needs something. It needs something. So we're gonna have to come back here, come back here. No. Oh, okay. There we go. That's being 2 seconds. There we go. Just need to break that up a bit. Let's do this action. I love pointless brushes. I'm sorry. One of the most fun brushes there is to play with. I think I've done all the pale tones. This is kind of nice. Sense of where we are. Yeah, we like a little bit of light of that. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, it's like that. I like that. It's very chill. I mean, like, I'm not even complaining about that when it came quick. But why don't you play the for Toad set? Oh, excuse me. Yawn, yawn, yawn. Missed some comments here. Baseman set. Yeesh, I look away. 5 minutes got to my emails. Most asking for money I don't have. Bye-bye. Yeah, I was kind of feeling about pastel. People asking for money. I already have allocated for necessary things. My budget is necessities, nice things, charity. More on my list is entertaining scammers. Save. I try to provide you guys at least with entertainment. Here, because I am using the show. Oh, okay, fine. Ooh, I have already stuck to my stylus. There we go. That's not bad. I like it. And we totally all forgot time lapse, but I've had a glitch with my time lapse system, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. We can save as pastel sunset, and we will just move that up there. Now, I need to come here. I need to go back to the pirate because I was told to defend some people, and that's just terrible. I'm going to light tone. Well, that's okay. Okay. Yeah, I need to play with my tones more. I like that. Anyway, I'm not going full bird red because I don't want to, gouge people's eyeballs out, but that looks good. We'll export single layer. Okay. Oh, I forgot to check the date. 21. NTF 7/21. Sorry about that, but I mean, at least you know it was your screen. So what we'll do, we've banged out the first one. We'll stop that. Oh man, nature walk is dangerous because I get in a very chill vibe. But we need to listen to a word from our sponsors, and you know what? We'll do this. We'll run Foxy's ad.
Hi, I'm Auntie Foxy, and I'm a crafting addict. I make custom jewelry from recycled materials, and Foxy has wares if you have coin. You can find me at ndcd.org/about-auntie-foxy. I hope to see you there.
Alrighty, and let's set up the next one. File new. Wait, I don't. I'm gonna do this because I think I forgot to put this out as a pastel, as a ping, because at some point I'm going to go back to publishing my art. I just have to go through some situations. There we go. So, anybody have any thoughts? What you want drawn? What kind of vibe you're in? Go New Orleans mud. Okay. So you are just, you'd be Lady Macbeth, but you're too lazy to do so right now. Outer space. Ooh. Okay. I guess we're gonna keep in the. Okay, let's go. Let's go there. Let's go there. Let's go there. Oh, the beast. The absolute beast. I am not rocking with that right now. I am going here with a standard for at least a start. And that means we are going a nice stingy. Yes, we are going dark with this one. Mellow coffee shop in St. Louis. Well, first we have to establish a few things. Actually, no, I'm going to full black it. I almost never full black because you can't come back from full black. But, nah. Look at space done. No. Yeah. No, I don't like that. I think it's funny, but actually, what we're going to do this, we're going to add ourselves another layer. That way I don't get caught up in it. Almost there. There we go. But if we're doing outer space, we need highly energetic particles, movie. I want a lot of base stars in the background. Now we've got this nice in that. We're going to go lightly blue shift a few. We're just going to start this way. Then we're going to come back up, up this a bit. just giving me that. Because this is a lovely background area. Just layers and depths. Oh, it looks quite good. So sometimes I have to pull off where I'm fighting the glare and everything and look at the upright screen to see if I like how things are going. Let me move over here for just a second. Oh, I am so sorry. Yep. Oh, we're on the same page. Trust me. We are on the same page. Now, yeah, I like that. I left it white because I wanted the I've held the moon rock and that iron meteor. Nice. Just going this way. And man, this is starting to have one of Nick's old wallpaper energies. It really is, but I don't normally use the noise brush because it's a little busy, but I like how it's giving that extra texture so the clouds don't just feel like fluff. It feels like there's chunks of stuff in it. And yes, between Babylon 5 and classic Star Trek, I like space to be a little more, I don't know, lively than actual space. It needs something I can't quite figure it out. I know this. Okay, somebody's talking about me. No. Hold on. Well, I need my regular set. I know what it's from. Well, I should be there because I don't quite know what. Maybe that was it. Let's see. But I need a. Now, I'm going to probably duck through these guys. Actually, no, I won't put these guys on another layer. So I'm What? There you go. Now, when you're looking at stars, if you're looking at pictures from the Webb telescope or wherever, especially if you see like nebulas, you are going to find, and I'm just using that as a base, that there's gaps. The nebula breaks. Oh, Resident Alien is wonderful. And Firefly, oh my gosh. I consider myself something of a brown coat. For reasons that should shock literally no one. There. There really shouldn't be much in the way of a red-phased star with the way everything is, because there's nebulas. You wouldn't get much of a red-phased star, but it does look cool. So maybe I can set something strange going off over here. And now that we have this bright background of the stars, well, yeah, this suddenly hits Babylon 5. Oh, it's no longer free on Babylon on Sat Prime. I have the discs, except for one because my pack had a messed up disc. But I have an arrangement of that one too. But okay, then I just hear Michael O'Hara's voice now echoing through my mind. That, yeah. $20 million tons of spinning metal all alone in the night. That's not too great enough. Well, that's okay. Only I could come do this. Go give me. There we go. Yeah, let's go. Well, let's. This will turn it to an R. Man, I am embarrassed that I don't remember it as well as I should. But that's so we'll just put a nameless space station that may somewhat resemble another space station. And I know right now it looks blobby as all heck, but that's because I'm playing with the silhouette. See, sci-fi. If you have Gentlemen Broncos, oh, great movie. No, but great movie anyway. No, I once, and it's locked on an old Xbox, but I once did a really neat Avalon 5 in Minecraft, actually, which I'm sure that sounds dorky as heck, but we are just doing, again, parody piece. And right now I'm just essentially dealing with fake out. This is a similar but legally distinct art piece. Dang it. Don't at me. If you're going to do something with the series. I mean, what? No. I would never say that. Avalon 5 fans, how many of you watched Crusade? I'm curious. That's this one. That's this one. This isn't too bad for from memory, essentially. But now it's like I have to love. Enough to have color sets way off. I don't think this is too bad. Especially, again, as a from memory homage piece. Really should switch to the airbrush at this point. Well, I'll do that once I get things square better. Great real estate on Gray 17 if anyone is interested. Shouldn't say anything involving real estate. Lord knows I get enough of those. Hi, we're a part of a collective and we'd just like to give you cash for your house for no reason. Like, go away, Jenna. That was an unexpected move. But Space Station had CDs at one of them. Oh, I love it. I love it, man. I know. Nick, it looks so thick. Yep. Give me a second. There is going to be so much play with this by the time I'm done. Angles are going to get softened. I haven't even started playing with light yet. Really. This. I am. And to the person who said coffee shop in space, you're not that wrong. Not that wrong. Definitely could be a coffee shop instead. And to anyone who's not sure that I am a Babylon 5 fan, 1, shame, you shouldn't doubt me. 2, watch the end of my scroll. I'm serious. Right here. No, I don't want to be that close to Beta Epsilon. Because we're coming from the Beta Epsilon side, so we wouldn't see it anyway. But we could do a jump. Okay, yeah, I am geeking out. Are we now? Yes, folks. In the next How Geeky Is Nick? They're coming at him from a weird angle because the jump gate would be just off camera over there. Yeah, you know what? I am going to be a big dork about this. I have the size. No, it's trouble when one of these guys shows up. I think it's kind of blurry. Yeah, it is. There's a blur factor. Oh my. Blur here just a bit. Big. Oh, I'll look at that just a bit. Whoa, what did dramatically there? That's okay. Oh. Trying to get back. That's okay. A little too blurred. Too big. There we go. Let me get a little more out. Oh, I'm only working a little bit here. There we are. Almost. I just need the lines are. They're good, they're just a little too sharp in places with how I'm doing it. And I know I did it deliberately, but now it needs a little less. And I know, like I said, some of the shapes are off. But it's not artistic failure, that is the protection of being sued. Oh, a tragic studio sport. This is on a layer. Can I move it around? A lasso. Oh, no. Yes, I can. Oh, and I love how the glare suddenly has a sharp line because of how I cut it. I'm okay with that. That gives it... Maybe it's a size thing. Oh, it's a size thing. That's all. It's a size thing bugging me. Little. Yeah, we'll put him right here. Yep. Coming in. Oh, God. I am not about to do that, am I? Yeah, I'm not. I'm not. I almost drew my favorite scene, but yes. In my favorite phrase in all of sci-fi. See, growing up watching sci-fi ruined me for anyone who could say negative things about women, because between the way my mother is, and the way my favorite characters were, I have a thing for powerful women. What we're going to do is have the light coming off of that jump center. Again, this is a parody homage piece. I don't think they'll come at me, but if they do, stuff happens. Yeah. Oh. Come back here. Is it a bad day for the Narn? Is it a bad day for the Narn? I don't know. It's like a bit. I may redo this image with, reference at some point. Because this is a fun one. There's a part of me. I don't know if I can pull this trick off, but let's make it a bad day for everybody. This will be the Wednesday piece. Let's make it. Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. Don't even know if you can. Can't even, I can barely see it. Okay, from here. Okay. Multiply. Let's see if I've done this well. I will be very happy if it gives me that translucent effect I'm looking for. Yes. So that means it is a very bad day for the Narn. Bad day for everybody. Shadows have come to that one. Okay, I'm dorking out, but that was fun. That was fun. I had way too much fun with that one. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna throw this one. We are gonna save as. Okay, now I almost want to take the it's not bad. Like that one, thank you. Orville Avenue Space Force, yes. See, now you're speaking my language, Kath. I like the first couple seasons of Andromeda before they ran out of Gene Roddenberry's notes. Seven. All right. And that means I have one more to do. But we need to run some ads. Oh, absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, Babylon 5 is my answer to the great Star Wars versus Star Trek debate. Let's run. I need to run a couple ads, so. Alrighty. Anybody have any thoughts or requests for the last one besides time lapse? Most TV shows run out of money for stories long before they run out of money for explosions. This is true, but so hold on. No, that's not quite right. Where are you? Let's start here. That's a little more vivid. That'll do. Okay. An image of a time lapse. fine. Okay. Oh, okay. We can work with that one. Go here. Alrighty. There we go. Yes, there we are. Time lapse now. We are going to simply right. There. Okay. Now that we've done that bit of silliness. Yeah, think of it. Let me close it. I'm just like absolutely brain tapped right now, so anyway, no. I'm in a mood and I can't be trusted right now. Anyway, yeah, my mood is really out there. Although I didn't get the angle bad. Go away. Now, this time for real. This time I'm gonna stop goofing around. I'm actually gonna draw right. And I will. After these messages.
It's time to scan, that is the plan, with Carl and Dawn to catch a fawn or unicorn. We're so forlorn, we got a cap, so here's our rep. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we've got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too. Munsey is good exercise, good for your heart and for your thighs. Dawn is such a lovely lass. Come on, Dawn, get off your chair. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too.
Oh, we got more comments. Yes, nighttime cityscape. Yep, nighttime cityscape fits. Because it's scary how dialed into my mood you are. Because wow. Okay. So now we're gonna get into it. I'm going to break out the pencil, and I'm going to start the music back up. And we're groovy. We are grooving, aren't we? Because, let me see. And thank you guys who share these videos, because Facebook won't let me stream to it for reasons I can't quite describe. So I have my problem right now, and I'm just gonna jot some things down that may or may not matter while I'm winding my way through this one. Is I'm torn between wanting to do one of the complex anime looking nighttime cityscapes in a very super futuristic sci-fi kind of way. And then just desperately being bound to the idea of something more. Yeah, that'll do. Nope. Good night, fair friends. Save. You're being weird. You can save too. Go away. Thank you. Go away, kid. You're bothering me. I'm gonna put in some work here. I'm glad Glenn isn't watching. He'd yell at me. You shouldn't meet the guidelines. I know. I need to sit and do a bunch of mechanical drafting again, so I don't. I can hear others again. But Nick, you know there are tools programmed into this to allow it to do that for you. That's true too. But do that. There we go. So I got into the zone. Across the harbor. Nighttime cityscape. Let's go. Bridge up there. Docks, warehouses. These numbers. A barge. I'm doing this completely backwards how I normally would. We gotta go into like the old town. Still get my sketch on. Oh, forgot to bring my comments back up. I really do appreciate you sharing the podcast. What used to pass for impressive skyscrapers, kind of building that has character. And looming in the back. Looming in the back of these guys. Nope, let's go with our over. Impossibly tall edifices of the Yep, not gonna attack all this, but meet a lot of hacks. Which is good because I'm a hack. Wah, 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 wah. Still turned up to the gold. Oh yeah. That's not right. But this will be a placeholder. These. There we go. Not bad as a sketch. Not bad. We're getting there. You should have seen the look of enlightenment on Thessaly's face when I explained twin perspectives to her. It was priceless. I appreciate it. Yep, computer was messing with me a bit. It's been one of those days, but I'm here. Got buttons. This deserves an intro, you know. One of those where, oh, hey, Chris, have a good one. Where people go, this is a story about a city and its secrets. And like all great stories, it starts with a girl. Oh, God, I love it. I love it. I'm still just massively feeling the jam just funny how much of the city can feel, whoa, two-dimensional. When it's too big, your brain just doesn't want to hold on to it. You guys can't be upset. You got a couple bonuses out of me. Got some silly sci-fi fun. Making a speed painted Noir City. This is one of those I may have to revisit someday at, a proper resolution. With, I don't know what I like, what I like. Good. A little bit more time and the ability to listen to fully copyright-written music for a long period of time. Wow. Someone actually scratching at my door? Huh. They don't like when they can't come in. They're really not going to like that I'm going to have to leave later. But that's okay. I don't know if this is at all what you had in mind, Kat, but I hope it sort of is. Sort of do some. You stop that. Well, that was interesting. I'm having some technical difficulties here. Really having some technical difficulties. I don't know why it's doing this, but that's okay. I can fidget with it later. Right now, one thing that I catch the idea and the sort of feel than it is necessarily that I catch a lot else. Here. That. This. There we go. Just wanted to get that re-anchored. It was giving me just a little bit of hassle. Let's see if that's wrong. Always going to be a bit of mystery. Anyway. I feel like I'm doing one of my whiteboard speed paints. I used to do this a lot. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad you're enjoying this again. I think that might be why the stylus doesn't bother me as much as it does, you know, some artists I know. The slickness is actually a fairly familiar sensation to me. And this just takes me back to, I mean, massively back to my roots. I mentioned the folks artistically who were really important to me, and Mark Kistler, his Secret City program, which I think like 5 people seem to remember. Just will always kind of stick with me. And he influenced so much. That's a big part of why PBS is so important. Because I would not be who I am without the wonderful programs on PBS. And no, I'm not sponsored by PBS. They don't have money to sponsor anyone right now. Right there, so why not? Yeah. This, just sort of pull everything together. See, I love having people in my life that I consider muses. There are people who I can reliably just be assured will inspire me. And I can guarantee it. And to those of you good folks who fit that category, dear heaven, are you appreciated? But I have to make sure it's really closed up. It's right here. Bless you! My son sneezes like I do. Rattles the walls. Like, ow, fat finger. You have black back. Hide that. Let's see how that looks. Oh yeah, that's getting somewhere. Sometimes I really like pieces like this that just they aren't quite what you expect, but they tell a story. And even if it's not perfect, which is fine by me, but the story that it tells still exists. It's still present. Yeah, I got it. It's really important that this is an old puddle in here. Again, it's a city. Ask too many questions about what's going on with this puddle. It's the city. Yep. There we go. Nice. Wait, oh, that shouldn't have been on that layer. Hold on. That's what I want. Layer, multiply. First multiply layer. We're still going to deal in blacks. It's just going to be a little nicer. Another layer. Actually, are going to only to the white. That gives me another white I can reliably have let multiply here. I know I'm going to be playing with a lot of light on this one, but now we're getting somewhere. Go. Now we're starting to get somewhere. I'm going to have to play with a lot of light. That's okay. I like it. Let's see. There's a lot going on in that column. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Well, when you said nighttime city, that line's not up. I know, little weak on the details in back, but I can play with them all. I just want the story. And I am beyond a sucker for the story. Claustrophobic. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with a bit of claustrophobia on this. I need to come back here and spend some time just not thinking, but Finding little, not quite cobblestones. I have this fictional noir city in my head, and it's been there for a long time. And I think it's based. If you go to Chicago and you wander the Loop, occasionally you'll find these little underhanging roads, underhanging areas where you look down and you're in the modern 2000s, whatever. But what's down there looks like it was stuck in the 20s or 40s or something. Got the shade thing. I want to do another one just to balance it out a bit, though. So we're going to fill this. How much I do? Let's do this. Get that smoky feeling. Let's do this. Right. We will make this much larger. 300. 100. 100 is enough. I've been on this kick about light study. I know there are a lot of other aspects I need to work on in my art, but right now, like it's just like bugging me to work on it. So well, have a good one, Don. This. Trying to get the old Have a good one, Don. Not bad for one that's got a lot going on it. That here. I hope this is at least entertaining for you guys. I know I got quiet for a bit. Once in a while I get really like pulled hard into things. I just decided I'm going to embrace the fact that this picture is sketchy. But what can I say? If I don't do something to work, there we go. There we are. Oh, we're about there. What do you guys think? Well, I'm glad you were able to help out with Lunch and Learn, Joe. Oh, I'm... check one thing real quick. That came out neat. I think I like how it came out. I wanted just that hint of color. That's the way my memory works sometimes. I'll only see a hint. But if I'm going to have this color, I'm not going to. Could I sit and draw every individual brick? Yes. Am I going to? No. I'm fundamentally lazy. But that's though not perfect, and though I need to come over here, add another layer of soft light. I almost need to. It's funny because I almost get this right. I almost need. Do something like that. Pretty good. I don't know. I think this one looks pretty good. And like I said, the important part is, does it tell a story? And I think the answer is yes. And I love a good story. There we go. You want to walk? Not bad for a speed paint. Not bad for a rough one. Export single layer PNG. Export single layer JPEG. That reminds me, that'll be my brother's birthday. He won't watch, but oh, okay. Well, guys, I think it's time for me to run some music, and I'm gonna run some ads. Oh wait, nope, I almost forgot. I forgot to never mind the furthermore on this. I got so distracted. I forgot to. Why on God's green earth would that choose to be blue at that moment? You're going to be blue, red too. I'm not playing this game with you guys. Okay. So we have, that's actually a really good spot for it at this point. Boom. Boom. Put this as JPEG. Yep. There we go. Now I am set to do next week's videos. I think that one came out very, very nicely, as it was inspired by an image that inspired a story that inspired another image. Isn't that great, guys? Isn't it great how art can cause dominoes? A photo makes a story, makes a picture, and you never know what's going to come out of it. It's a wonderful representation of the power of the ripples that run through life. But I'm going to run some ads, let you guys chat if you need to, and wrap up so that I can go get about my way, because I have a lot to do to prep for tomorrow. So I'll be back in just a bit. And yeah.
From the moment Security Chief Michael Fassino heard her lilting voice, he was smitten with the Irish lady in distress. But what's invaded his home station at Caladar? And what's that Irish voice doing in his head?
You can find all of Donna Carlene's books on Lulu.com. Find out more about her on the NDCD page at ndcd.org.
Alrighty, and
from author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself. Ho, ho, ho! Santastine, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
Hello, I'm Dan Hallfield. I'm the senior editor and publisher of Abelian Webzine, the world's oldest free creative writing e-zine since 1997. Since then, we have helped over 500 amateur writers learn what they needed to turn pro. www.aphellion-webzine.com and read not only what we've got going on right now, but 28 years worth of our archives of stories. Thank you very much.
well, thank you, Dan. I, of course, have one more ad I have to run, because I always run about this time, and then we'll close up.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I am Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
Yep, folks. So I have a couple pieces of hair that are completely arguing with my existence. I think Kat said it best. Art inspires art. So make sure what you're doing is inspired. Whatever you do, whatever you create, whatever you make sure that you both create the best you can, and that you feed that part of you. Look at art, look at architecture, notice the world around you, find the beauty that you might be just too busy to see. Sometimes I think we are so busy being sad and overwhelmed that the things that could bring us joy and escape get overlooked. So slow down, be mindful, and try to help folks, because with that, folks, keep writing, keep drawing, keep creating, because if you do, you can edit it, you can improve it, but you can't edit a blank page. I love you, and you should too. Toodle.